Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, and we're back with you for OWA Friday Night Fights, Episode 1, Part 11. This is our final tournament match of the first round, and we did not, the last is definitely not least. This is going to be a treat. Here is the former WPA World Heavyweight Champion, Shane McMahon, looking to make his mark in OWA. Now, WPA was the league I was able to run before creating OWA, and before we get into this match, if you see how the video looks a little different, well, one of our league members stepped in when we were having technical difficulties streaming it, and we appreciate him significantly for that, but unfortunately we could not remove his profile from the side of it there. And wait a minute, here he comes, and here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan set to take on Shane McMahon, the former WPA. Hang on, it's deafening in here. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to commentate, but it's deafening in here, ladies and gentlemen. The people love Daniel Bryan. Anywhere he goes, he's one of the most beloved wrestlers of all time. And we're glad to have him here in OWA. And hang on, it's probably going to get deafening here again here in a second. So deafening that we had a little bit of an audio hiccup there, but nonetheless here, ladies and gentlemen, we have league members stepping up, helping us to stream. Make sure you get to see the action as we see it live, and Daniel Bryan making his way to the ring. This crowd is behind him significantly, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the last match of round 1 of the OWA Championship Tournament. Now, like we said, the winner of this match will take on Ricochet in the quarterfinals, and can I just say that running these leagues for a really long time, I am so happy to get both of these men, but I'm especially happy to get Shane McMahon, Devin, former WPA World Heavyweight Champion. This man has been competing in leagues off and on since 2009, well over a decade, and I don't mean to show favoritism because, of course, I would love Daniel Bryan to win. The crowd loves him, but I'm just happy to have both of these men here, and Shane McMahon in the early stages of the match up there with a scoop slam. And Devin, the former world champion, he would love to etch his name into the OWA history books, winning the OWA championship. A big reversal there by Shane McMahon, but you got to wonder if the ring rust a little bit will take advantage in this match. Devin has not, or Shane McMahon rather, Shane McMahon, whatever you want to call him, he has not been in a league match in almost 3.5 years, and you got to wonder if that's going to catch up to him. Daniel Bryan, an EWW talent, one of the best EWW talents of all time. We're so happy we were able to get him in the extension. He has been a little bit more current, so will the ring rust catch up to Shane McMahon? I don't know, but only one of these men can advance. One of these two legends can advance to the quarterfinals of the OWA Championship Tournament, and Daniel Bryan just stomping at the legs there of Shane McMahon. And Shane McMahon can't take this kid for granted. Neither of these men, of course, are not familiar with each other. They've never fought, so both of them just have to go back to what has worked for them in the past, go back to what has made them successful, as both men have found success. And here's Daniel Bryan now, just wrenching, working on the arm. We had a little bit of a connection spike there, which you will have with online games, but Daniel Bryan, this is very effective. Daniel Bryan has a plethora of submission holds, and he's going to try to weaken down every part of Shane McMahon that he can, and he's working the arm right now. Daniel Bryan now trying to stay on top of the league veteran, but Shane McMahon with the counter there. Daniel Bryan pushes him off, and Daniel Bryan now going to the leg. Shane McMahon able to push him off right there, and Shane McMahon went for a punch, missed the punch, and Daniel Bryan now with those leg kicks, just targeting those legs. And Bryan is known for his feet. Bryan, of course, is known for those yes kicks, but he can deal other kicks as well. And we're seeing that right now, the fury of strikes by Daniel Bryan to Shane McMahon right here. And Daniel Bryan has him kicked to the gut, and big underhook suplex into an armbar, and he lets it go. Remember, he knows that it's too early for him to win this match, but get a little bit of hyperextending the arm right there. It might set him up later for a devastating submission move. Of course, Daniel Bryan has more than just the S-lock. He also has that running knee that's seen him win many championships. Shane McMahon has a plethora of moves that can put you away. He has the coast-to-coast. He has a submission move as well, kind of like a triangle chokehold. And then, of course, he has many other moves as well, the shooting star press. And which move will be the move that connects and sends one of these men to the next round of the OWA Championship Tournament? Right now, Daniel Bryan has him in the corner, kicking away. Went for a drop kick, got a little disoriented possibly there. Drop kick there, and Shane McMahon going to take advantage of that mistake. But Daniel Bryan, the technical wrestler that he is, able to counter that. Daniel Bryan went to bounce off the rope. Shane McMahon got the drop kick, barely connected, but it was enough to knock Daniel Bryan down. But it looks like Shane got the brunt of that. Daniel Bryan able to kick back up to his feet very quickly. And now Daniel Bryan with a running knee. Is this match over quickly? This would be a huge win. Very quick win. And Shane gets the shoulder up at 2. Shane able to kick out at 2.5. And what a way to end that match that would have been. Devin, the former world champion, getting pinned that quickly into the match. That would have been huge for Daniel Bryan. And Hurricane Rana there by Daniel Bryan to Shane McMahon. And now Shane McMahon trying to go to the outside to regroup. And Daniel Bryan getting the OWA crowd behind him. Daniel Bryan bouncing off the ropes. Daniel Bryan with a suicide dive to Shane McMahon. And Daniel Bryan continuing the onslaught here. Daniel Bryan going to get Shane back into the ring. Daniel Bryan begging Shane McMahon to get up and missed the springboard drop kick. And this might be Shane McMahon's chance to get back into this match. And you can, no matter how much damage Shane McMahon has taken, he's been in some battles, he's been in some wars. I wish you could have seen some of the wars I've seen him in, but he knows how to take damage, and it's going to take a lot for Daniel Bryan to put him away. But these kicks, if he keeps nailing kicks like that, he just might do it. And Daniel Bryan now, Shane has to find a way. Shane's kind of getting shell-shocked right here, and here's the yes kicks by Daniel Bryan to Shane McMahon. And he usually likes to kick it off with a big roundhouse to the back of the head. And Daniel Bryan now just overwhelming Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon has to try to go into the well, dig into that old bag of tricks there, and try to find a way to get back into this contest. Daniel Bryan knocking him off. Daniel Bryan with the kicks again. Daniel Bryan with a huge plethora of strikes, big uppercut there. And now Daniel Bryan, big back suplex there to Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon just trying to survive right now, trying to get the cobwebs off the rust. Big pin attempt here by Bryan. 1, 2, and 3. No. I would say 2.5, but that's more like 2 3/4. Shane McMahon just barely able to get that shoulder up. And Daniel Bryan going to Irish whip him, and German suplex there to Shane. Here's the cover. 1, 2, kick out again, and Shane McMahon just hanging on for dear life right now. Come on, Shane, you got to get into this match. Daniel Bryan now Irish whipping Shane McMahon again, and dropping the kitchen sink into him right there. And Daniel Bryan's hitting with the kitchen sink, the cabinets, everything. But Shane McMahon, big fireman's carry right there, looking to get back into the matchup. Went for a move. Daniel Bryan countered into the Russian leg sweep. And Shane McMahon is in trouble. Shane McMahon is in trouble, but Shane looks like he was able to fight out of it. And now Shane, the arm getting worked on again, but Shane trying to battle back. Shane McMahon trying to get the crowd behind him. Shane McMahon now went for the scoop slam. Daniel Bryan countered. It just seems like Daniel Bryan is one step ahead of Shane McMahon, pulling the leg right there. And Shane, I've never seen him in this much trouble. What is Shane gonna do here? Yes lock by Shane McMahon. He's in trouble. He might have to tap it. Barely just able to drag his way to the ropes. And again, a very veteran maneuver there by Shane McMahon, just knowing where he was at in the ring to get to the rope. Shane pushing him off. Shane now got him with the clothesline. And Shane McMahon trying desperately needs to stay on top of him, though. He's trying to catch his breath, but he doesn't really have time for it. Daniel Bryan, oh, big running uppercut there. What's Shane doing here? What's Shane doing here? What's Shane doing here? Is he going to go for the shooting star? The shooting star press. If he connects it, he might win the match. It's Shane McMahon with the shooting star press. Shane McMahon trying to pick up his first win in 3.5 years, and Daniel Bryan kicks out. Daniel Bryan kicks out of the shooting star press, and Shane McMahon cannot believe it. Shane McMahon thought that he might have stole one right there. Shane McMahon going for his punches. Daniel Bryan counters it into a clothesline right there. And Daniel Bryan not wanting Shane McMahon to come back, not wanting him to get back his momentum, not wanting Shane McMahon to get back into relevancy, and Shane McMahon says, I still have a little bit left in the tank, a little bit of fight, but Shane McMahon might be running on empty, or at least half a tank, I don't know, but he went for the punches, and here comes the yes kicks again, those vicious yes kicks, and Bryan set to finish it off right here, and big kick to the head of Shane McMahon, and Shane looks like he's out of it. Shane might be knocked out cold. Shane McMahon with the Irish whip. Shane McMahon, they accidentally bumped each other, went for a move. Bryan trying to get away. Shane looks like he was going for that clothesline again. Bryan pulls him back right into an uppercut, and Bryan getting this ruckus crowd behind him. The crowd seems to be in favor of Daniel Bryan, but the momentum can shift quickly, and Shane McMahon went for a move, and Shane McMahon gets clotheslined, and Shane McMahon just trying to hang in there. This former champion trying to hang on. Shane McMahon punching away at Daniel Bryan, bouncing off the ropes. Bryan with those leg kicks again. Just anytime Shane McMahon looks to get into the match, Bryan seems to be one step ahead, and Bryan now Irish whipping him into the corner. Bryan just waylaying him with some strikes again. Shane McMahon looks dazed and out of it. Big kicks there by Daniel Bryan, and now just alley-oop, slamming again to the canvas. And how much more can Shane McMahon take? Probably not much more, but you never know what'll happen here in this kind of matchup. One move can change the match. One move can put you right back into it. Shane McMahon going to the ground, and Shane battling back. Shane known to throw those hands, throw kind of some desperation shots, and Shane McMahon getting out of the ring wisely to regroup, try to reach for the legs of Daniel Bryan with the outside dive. Daniel Bryan with the outside dive to Shane McMahon. Daniel Bryan throwing Shane back into the ring. Daniel Bryan hitting the yes chant. The crowd doing it with him. The crowd getting behind Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan looking to advance. Went for the knee. Shane countered. What's Shane looking for here? Shane McMahon now. Big scoop slam to D-Bry. And Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon looking for that chokehold. Looking for that chokehold. Is Daniel Bryan going to tap out? Shane McMahon's so close. Shane McMahon can feel it. Shane McMahon can feel it. He's seconds away, and Daniel Bryan, it looks like he's going to get out. Wait, what the hell? Hey, what the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on here? The ring has changed. The environment has changed. What the hell just happened? We were in the middle of a classic match. Shane McMahon was on the verge of winning. Literally had Daniel Bryan dead to rights. And some damn Revolution shit popped up. And I'm sorry, excuse my language, but that's irritating. Like, we've seen a man get attacked by a masked attacker. We've seen this message pop up at least once throughout the night. So we have to get some damn control in this match. Shane McMahon just trying to survive, goes for the DDT, and Daniel Bryan, oh, not this way, damn it. Daniel Bryan is going to advance, and you got to think he has something to do with Revolution. There's the 3 count. Daniel Bryan's moving on.